Beware of the fake submissive woman. Mm-mm-mm. We got to talk about it.
I was just patient, never try skating. Fuck niggas hating.
I want to expose something to you today. There is fake submissive women, fugazi women amongst us. And I'm going to help you spot that out. Now, I'm going to tell you something. I talk about love bombing. You're going to have women that talk about, oh, I need a man to be a good leader in order for me to submit. Let me put a disclaimer on this. If a woman is naturally submissive, then she's going to submit naturally. If she needs an excuse or a reason to be submissive to you, this is not a submissive woman. So this video doesn't apply to those women. But there's another type of woman who isn't submissive, but she has adopted submissive women traits and characteristics. And in the early stages, in order to win you over, she exhibits these submissive traits in order to secure you. But over time, without anything that is reasonable or logical, anything that has been discussed, anything that you understand, her behaviors change. This is because she is reverting back to who she really is. Again, there's going to be a woman that says things like, I respected you in the beginning because you were showing leadership skills. And then when you stopped, that's when I stopped respecting you or being submissive to you. Okay. A submissive woman, we see them all the time. If you've ever seen a submissive woman, she's submitting to a man that she probably shouldn't submit to. And it's because by default, she's a submissive woman. So if by default, this woman is a submissive woman, she has no excuses for not being submissive. That's just who she is. But I have 5 signs that you are dealing with a fake submissive woman. Let's jump right into it. Sign number 1, that she is a fake submissive woman. She doesn't respect your opinion, excuse me. So in the early stages, you knowing that you take on the role of being a leader, women know that men are fixers and builders. So naturally, when a woman brings the issue or a situation to you, you think of ways to go about resolving the issue. And what you'll see is in the beginning stages with a woman who's pretending to be submissive, she respects your opinion. Over time, you give her your opinion and she says, nah, I think I want to do something different. Nah, let me give you an example. I was recently over one of my homeboy's house and he was on the phone with a female friend, just a friend of his. And she had her car somewhere like at a dealership waiting to get something changed or fixed. They told her it was going to be done in an hour. She didn't want to wait. So she decided to walk for about 30 minutes to go get something to eat. And my friend told her, you might as well wait because it's going to take you 30 minutes to get there. Then you got to get the food. And it's going to take you 30 minutes to get back. If you just wait, I'll entertain you for an hour. And then you can go get your food and you can enjoy your food, to the fullest. And she said, that's a long hour. And he was like, what happens in men's head when we give you a piece of our logic and you just shun it away and then you tell us something, especially if your response wasn't logical? If it was something like, that was a long hour. An hour is going to take an hour. An hour is never longer than 60 minutes. But that was what she said because she felt like she didn't want to wait. And I know I wasn't present in the beginning of their relationship or situation, but I can assume in order for that to work, when a man gives you little small pieces of advice or opinions like that, in the beginning, a woman who's submissive would say something along the lines of, "You're right. I'll just sit here and wait." And then have a cordial conversation until her car is ready, and then she can go drive her car to get something to eat and then enjoy her meal. But what you'll notice in a fake submissive woman is that she doesn't take advice from you. She doesn't value your opinion. She has slipped into this independent mindset where she doesn't need your help. She doesn't want to be told what to do. That is not submissive. So that's number one thing that you will see in a fake submissive woman, is that she doesn't value your opinion. Number two thing you'll see in a fake submissive woman is that she pretends to take your constructive criticism, but you never really see any adjustments being made. So what you'll see when you give a woman your constructive criticism is she'll say things like, "I understand." Again, implying that she's submissive and she understands where you're coming from and that she values your opinion again. But over time, you'll notice that she never made any adjustments to the things that you brought up. This woman has mastered the art of saying whatever she needs to say to be able to get one over on a man in order for a man to be convinced that she is submissive. Whole time, as soon as she gets off the phone or out of your presence, she's like, "I'm not doing none of that." This is a woman who is pretending to value your opinion, pretending to value your leadership, pretending to value you as a man, and pretending to be submissive. Number three sign that you'll see is that she never complains to you about anything that you do say, because as a submissive woman, they don't complain to the person that they're submitting to, but they complain and vent to other people about you. Now, how do you know this? Because more than likely, you're not going to be present when she's venting to someone else about you. What you'll notice is the energy that shifts in other people around her. So you ever been in a situation where you was with a woman and she introduced you to maybe family and friends of hers and they all took a liking to you? Over the next couple of months, they avoid you. They act like you don't exist. Their energy is different. They're being sarcastic and bitter towards you. This is because she is telling them things negative about you that you are unaware that's even been said. She's not taking an assertive approach. She's being passive aggressive. Okay. Now, the point I want to make in this one is that she isn't bringing anything to your attention. And she's not, yes, that is passive aggressive behavior. But the reason she isn't bringing anything to your attention is because submissive women they're not combative. They, if you're submitting, you don't talk back. And this is not to say that women are slaves or they shouldn't have a voice. I do believe that women should speak up and have a voice, and they should be able to express themselves, and we should respect how they feel as well. But they won't give you any feedback or criticism or anything about you whatsoever, but everyone else knows how she really feels. This is unacceptable. I just recently did a video on passive aggressive, how it works, what it looked like, and what you can expect. And you should watch that video and you'll see, get a deeper, stroke on what I'm talking about when a woman is being passive aggressive and why it's unacceptable. But the point that I'm making here is that you still have the illusion that this woman is submissive because she is not combative. She is not bringing anything to your attention that she doesn't like. She's portraying this submissive image. Lastly, number 5, she fake strokes your ego. This woman is probably going to give you loads of validation, compliments, especially early on. She likes everything about you. She likes just the way you do things. She values you as a leader, as a man, the way you clean up, everything about you. You're the type of father you are. The fact that you do know how to give her constructive criticism and you speak up, you're assertive and you're masculine. She respects that early on. But she might even tell you this later on, or you'll just be able to see that everything that she liked about you in the very beginning, she no longer likes. She can't stand you. She never liked a dominant man. She always has been dominant and less of a submitter. But she pretended in order to conquer you or to secure you as her main source of supply, or just somebody that she can be taken care of or involved with, whatever her motive was. So this woman has been pretending the whole time. I've personally gone through this with a woman where it lasted almost a year with me being with a woman who was pretending to be submissive. And I saw everything. I'm very observant. You know, if somebody tells me they feel a certain kind of way, I definitely pay attention to their behaviors in order to validate or invalidate them. Okay, so this was a quick little video about how you can spot out a fake submissive woman. And it's important because with all of the modern videos that you'll see online about submitting and submissive women, feminine women, they are watching these videos. And they know, if they're a manipulator, they know what to do, how to come off as a submissive woman. And if you're not careful, you'll end up with somebody who's been love bombing you. If you like this video or if it has resonated, you've been through it, please give me a like, comment, or subscribe. If you're new to my channel, my name is Jerome, and this has been another episode of The Superb Word. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. And until next time, 2 fingers, y'all.